And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Forest Village. We had our first death. I got it paused right when I spotted it. And look at that. Farmer Araya died during childbirth. And the pyre is actually going down by 5% at a time, which is nice. So yeah, burns much faster. Because that's technically like 4 days. If you look at how fast time goes by. Anyway, yeah, that is unfortunate. We had our first death. That's sad face. Okay. Amazingly, it wasn't one of our original named people. So anyway, so one of the things I did here is we've got all of the resources moved over here. And I did move a few pieces of clothing, some charcoal, some initial stuff over here just to start it out. But I want to try to get more or less a standard design for these neighborhoods. And I want to include a caravaner in every neighborhood to basically move materials, you know, the food that they need, the charcoal, because I want a centralized charcoal production, the food, the charcoal, the tools, and the clothing we're gonna need. So that's a lot of material, and I think yeah, every neighborhood to have its own caravan stables would be able to handle some of that stuff. So because we don't have it really centralized at the moment, we need to figure out what we want to do. First off, though, we have a metric ton of materials that we need to purge. So we've got a little bit of milk here. We've got a little bit of milk here. That's fine. We got 14,000 milk over here. That's a little much, in my humble opinion. We have 15,000 eggs. That's also a little bit much. We have 6,000 eggs over here. So I think now that we have a few things set up over here, let's move. First, I want the eggs moved out of here. So let's move eggs from here to the market. All of them. And this one, not really anything that I need desperately over here. What else? Let's move eggs and milk out of this one here, because we have 2 more that we can do. So eggs from here to here, milk from here to here. And we want to move all of these. So this will transport resources to the receiver, to the market, if we have over 1,000 eggs. Let's set it to like 2,000. Same with milk. So if there is over 2,000 milk in this barn, it'll move them over to here, and it will start to increase the stuff that we have over here. And that is, we want to purge some of these things because they're technically food, so they are taking up this food reserve that we have here, and we want to mitigate that as much as possible. And if we really want to sell this stuff without really making a big impact, the meat pies, so if we were to buy, say, logs, and so we got 1,000 meat pies, that's 27,000 logs. However, if we wanted, let's say, steel tools, it's only 160 steel tools. So we can sell a lot of material for like steel tools and not have to worry about overfilling all of these things, because these are getting a little full. And yeah, I think that is going to be good because I've flattened this out. And with this now, we want to move some materials. I don't yet have anything final. Of course, this is kind of in the way. We're going to need to move this thing. Not sure where yet, but we're going to want to move it. Will it fit right in here? That would be awesome. Warehouse. Oh, it will. It will fit over here. I like it. I don't know why I'm whispering. But yeah, we're going to put it there. Because that is a great place for that. Because we want to put some resources in it. We're going to need some. Now, granted, we've got some resources over here, and we can mine those out before we stretch too far. We've got enough people over here, and enough people coming up into their own. So yeah, we're gonna be doing pretty well for ourselves in a little bit. And with that death, of course, we lost somebody. I'm not sure what they were. They were a farmer who is low on. Okay, an orchard. Oh no, that's maxed. That's maxed. That was never maxed. Not sure what she did. I want to make sure my schools are good. Healer, herbalist, caravaner. I think we're doing pretty good. I'm not too worried about that because we're gonna want some more people over here and all of that. It's early fall. I'm gonna make sure we have enough stuff going around here. And yeah, we are a little short on vegetable pies. Amazingly, we are short on vegetable pies. Fruit pies, we're doing pretty good. Vegetable pies, not so much. And as the caravanners run around gathering all of the things, we're pumping up the eggs. Chickens doing gangbuster job on eggs. I mean, 14. Can you imagine 14,000 eggs? That would be a lot of eggs. That would be a lot of eggs. Anyway, because I want to start setting this up. And it just so happens that the caravaner is exactly the same width, or from this way, depth, as some of the other buildings I want to put into this design. So the tavern is exactly that same width, and the healer is actually one less. So it'll all fit. We can stretch this housing project up around, and it will work just fine. Which is nice. I like when stuff works out, and as such, let's get some more road up and running here. Let's get this right in there. Because yeah, this doesn't need anything back here. I don't think I made a space. No. So yeah, we are good to go on that. And we can even put, a statue or, something over here. And I'm thinking these people are probably not going to be too happy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're actually pretty happy.
Hmm?
Not too bad. He's going to school. So yeah, we've got 50 teenagers at the moment. And oddly, only 18 actually in school. Because I don't think... I've got the schools maxed now. They have 2 teachers. I think they become more effective. And they can just teach people faster. So we need to then move... We need charcoal warm clothing, and tools over here. And food, of course. So I want... let's figure out where all this stuff is first. I really wish these pies were all gone. Really don't want so many pies. So we got meat pies, fruit pies. Do we have veggie pies over here? I don't think so. It's like all my... Well, I'm just out of veggie pies, period. So that means veggie pies, you are going to get a little buff there. Let's check my bakeries. Yes. A few more. This is why I don't like having a lot of barns, because the stables is a very exact point to point. Like, you need to tell it exactly which barn to take from. You can't just tell it, hey, go out over here and gather what you need. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. All right, and we got yet more oats coming in. Big oat. Let's harvest that. You're harvesting that. You're just not doing anything. Okay. And of course, I think the two houses are going to run very, very close to this. Very, very close. So much space available. Look at all the babies expected. Look at all the teenagers. Just solid teenagers and children in that house. That's nuts. Many, 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 many beds available. So I really don't want to build more housing until this stuff is full and everybody's had a chance to mature a little bit, because yeah, there's a lot of potential, you know, people over here, people I can use for like mining and building up even more goodies. Because this warehouse, I kind of want to empty this one into this one. So let's cancel this, and this, and make this warehouse the new one to go to instead. Because I'm going to want, you know, housing up and through here. And it's going to be kind of hard to do that. Really hard to do that. With this thing sitting here. Okay, what else do we want to do? Yeah, we haven't added another donkey here. Not yet, anyway. All right, so far so good. Let's see what the storage is looking like here. Barely anything. I think this thing can store like 60,000 units of something. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. Emptying out a lot of the eggs and the excess milk. Okay, so I know that this is getting like the warm clothes. I really, really wish you could specify where they take the finished materials. Okay, warm clothing. I'm going to pause it while I do this because I don't want to get everything all mixed up. So here to here. I just want, oops, there. Let's do 50. Right now there's 20. So this will move over if this is less than 50. Okay. Now I want tools. Where are tools at? We've got high quality tools. We've got no tools. So tools are all going up in here as well. I wish there was one that was just tools. High quality tools from here to here. I'm going to do the same thing, only instead of 50, it's going to be 20. Shouldn't run out of tools. So that takes care of clothing and tools. Now I need charcoal. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's all going in here. So let's do a charcoal run from here to here, since it's almost winter time. We don't want all, obviously. We want 100. Do we want more than 100? Yeah, we want more than 100. 200, 300. 300 should be good. Move 300 coal or charcoal over to here. I think houses take like 20 at a time. So as they refill, it'll send out donkeys to fill them up. Now the tough part. Now the tough part is food. So I want like fruit pies. So fruit pies are obviously all going into this one. So we can do that one first. Let's do fruit pies first. Fruit pie from here to here. And not 1,000. 200 should be good. So it will move. If this is lower than 200, it'll move those over. I love this mod, this caravan mod. Like I said in the very first episode, it is absolutely beautiful. This mod is so nice and so awesome. For the developers not to integrate it into the base game would be a crying shame if they did something like that. Okay. So I would like, so that's fruit pies, meat pies or fish pies. It really doesn't matter. I mean, I have way more meat pies than anything. So many meat pies. I kind of want this barn to be like the central barn. Like all of the pies go into this one. So let's do meat pies, which sounds so satisfying. Okay, again, $200. Okay, now. Yeah, there's a lot of fish pies. Veggie pies are also, I also want veggie pies to go in here. I'm going to make this veggie pie again. Unpause you. Do you here? Okay, so I'm going to do veggie pies next. From here to here. Same sort of thing. I do want 200, even though we don't have 200. Hopefully, with a second one going here, we'll start getting some stuff. Of course, we're going to need to sort out all the things that are in there, but it is what it is. We'll get some eggs. We'll get some vegetables. Speaking of vegetables, we're doing okay. Of course, it's way too late in the year to even think about planting. So we got lots of oats. I think, yeah, we can pause this, and we can take away the 8 workers that were on it. So that'll free up a few more workers. Okay. So, do we have any more ones here? Well, we kind of do. They are moving stuff like crazy. And we've got quite a few workers on over here. Yeah, this is, you know, this might seem tedious, but I thoroughly enjoy this part of the game, like getting the logistics down of making sure your people don't starve. I mean, that is kind of essential. And it's an interesting, there's so many different ways to solve it. It's interesting how, you know, what different people come up with. You know, we have more stuff that we can plant now. See, pumpkins count as a veggie. And they're fast growing. But we need to take out that. Because, you know, we got housing to put up in here. We can always put some pumpkin action down here. Of course, once a lot of these people start maturing and graduating, we are going to have a lot of workers to do really big farms. You know, really big farms. I mean, there's 9,000 apples, for crying out loud. That is a lot of apples. So yeah, we'll be able to manage, I think. And then once this egg is empty, right here, I'll be able to take this one out. But it's not gonna empty anytime soon. I'm not doing fast. All right, 200. Look at that. Bringing over 200 fruit pies, tools, warm clothing. Awesome. They won't ever have to go very far for all of the things. Let's add. There's 6 there. I'm gonna put a couple more people because we got winter coming here, so I want to make sure we've got charcoal and all of the things that we need. All right, we've got 50 clothes, the tools that we want. Now they're working on charcoal, I'm assuming. We've got the fruit pies. Veggie pies are still an issue. Oh, when we're maxed out on food. So let's see if we can't sell. Because it's actually counting these. So let's do, I want, let's say steel tools. We're going to do eggs. All of the eggs. 3,700 eggs. 3,700 eggs only gives me 16 steel tools. So this should drop my eggs. Bingo. And deal is done. And then I want milk. 2,200 of that. And that drops my milk total. So that's dropping the amount of food sitting in the system, which is nice. And then as far as meat pies, might as well. Might as well. 1,000 meat pies drops significantly again the food, so that should kickstart all of the foods. And then get more meat pie delivery. And we got 188 steel tools. Now, I can keep those in there and use those to, you know, maybe get some logs if I you know, am close on logs. You know, 188 steel tools, 12,000 logs. Or use it for All are high quality tools. Oh, interesting. Steel tools. 188 of those. There's only 72. Interesting. Or herbs, if I have a outbreak. Or hay, if I... Oh, 32,760. That's the max int on that. 32,767. Max... Actually, it's a short. Not an int. But yeah, I can use that. I can either use those in my village or, you know, go elsewhere and trade those for something else. This is pause. I want to not pause you. Give my workers something to do. Well, exactly 9 builders, and I actually have 9 builders. That's amazing. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.